Current FM. It's your FM in the AM, fun and music in the morning. Hey, everybody, it's Jen, and on the line with me, Jenn Ledger. Hey, Jen, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for having me on the show today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that you're Jen with one N. I'm Jen with two N's.
I know. It's like a massive difference. We're like, everyone can tell the difference clearly from the way we pronounce it.
Right, absolutely. I know, it's funny. It doesn't really matter because, both of our first names are Jennifer, which have two N's in the name. But I chose to keep the extra N on there because my maiden name is Neil with an N. So it kind of combines that in there, too. But that's only if I explain it to people.
Neil. Yeah, I love it. That's how you clearly pronounce it.
Yeah, right. So totally excited that you are going to be here in Hampton Roads in Norfolk, Virginia in February, a part of the Winter Jam Tour, but not with Skillet, with Ledger, the front man of the band. How about that? Or front woman, I'll say.
How about that? Yeah, front woman, front man, we know it's the same thing. Yeah, honestly, I am so thrilled, and it is such an exciting season. I can't believe what God is doing. For those of you that don't know, I am still a part of Skillet when I'm not leaving the band or anything like that, but we've basically had a really exciting year of I've released my solo project called Ledger, John Cooper's released his solo project, which is a heavy metal project called Fight the Fury, and Skillet is just about to release our brand new album in 2019 too. So it's just like tons of music coming out from our team this year, but to be out on Winter Jam without Skillet is honestly massively surreal. I've been playing Winter Jam, my first ever tour was Winter Jam when I just turned 18 years old. I went from playing at church for 200 people and my knees were knocking and I was so nervous for the 200 people at church to 16,000 people in an arena. And it was honestly like kind of what God's been doing with my story. I just gave my life to him when I just turned 16, and about 13 months later I was in a world touring rock band, and he just does impossible things with me. And to be talking to you today about my own music and going on Winter Jam, I just feel like it's yet again him proving he can do the impossible, and you just have to say yes. So a lot of emotions going on in me right now, but I'm mainly just so excited and humbled that he would let me have this opportunity.
So cool. I know whenever I do Skillet interviews, it's generally always John that I get a chance to talk to. I'm glad that you are kind of stepping in to the front of, you seem like you are like a shy girl. I don't know. It's just that persona that it seems like you are, even though, you are like going crazy with it on the drums with Skillet, because we never really get to hear, anybody else talk a part of the band. It's generally John and Corey that are saying mostly everything. So it's cool that I actually get to hear your speaking voice for the very first time, Jen.
Yeah, totally. People are always surprised by my speaking voice because obviously I'm British.
Right.
And, when I joined Skillet, I had to learn how to sing with an American accent because it was like, I was singing Hero and Live with John Cooper, and when I came in with my thick British accent, it just sounded so weird. So the Coopers had to spend kind of a lot of time with me and changing the way I pronounce words. And so when people actually talk to me, they're like, do you have an accent? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, why don't we hear it? And I'm like, because I trained myself out of it. So it's really funny. And yeah, I mean, truthfully, I wouldn't say I was necessarily a shy person. Like, my friends know that I talk all the time. However, when it comes to stage stuff, I'm definitely not like, let me on the microphone,
Right.
And when you're in the band with John Cooper, you just gotta let that guy roll. He's like a stand-up comedian and a singer and an incredible musician, all wrapped up in one. I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna in any way try and to chime in here when he's so entertaining. Even in the interviews that we're in, sometimes I'm just as entertained as everyone else listening. I'm just kind of happy to be there.
On the line with me, I'm talking with Jenn Ledger. She is a part of the Winter Jam Tour. It's going to be here in just a few weeks. And a couple of weeks ago, I was talking with Mandisa and Holland. And I just want to say, shout out to it being heavily led with a lot of women on the Winter Jam Tour. Usually there's maybe one, if any. And look, we got 3 of you ladies that are headlining. So cool.
It's so crazy, isn't it? And like, it's so cool too because these girls are so nice. I've met them on previous Winter Jams. And they're just incredibly lovely people. So you can imagine for me, it's like my first tour without being on the bus with Skillet. Like all my other Ledger tours, I've been opening up for Skillet or playing the same shows as them, and I just kind of come out on the Skillet bus and that. And this is my first time that I won't be riding the bus with John and Corey, who've been like my best friends, 11, 12 years now. But something that's made me feel really encouraged is that God's kind of given me friendships along the way with like Mandisa and Holland, and Holland's got this amazing girl drummer called Elizabeth Chan, who I've connected with her in the past, obviously, as female drummer. So as far as it being my first tour kind of out there on my own, God's already set it up with so many people I adore that I'm like, well, I'm pretty excited about this too.
So the guys that are going to be, that are in the band with you, how did you meet them? Who are they? Tell us about them.
Yeah, it's so cool actually because, you know how God just sort of, he's always in the details that you can't figure out on your own, like when I was praying about, doing my own ledger project a few years ago, I'm like, God, you need to bring the right pieces because, a lot of Christian artists, they maybe don't have the heart that you hoped.
Right.
Not a lot, let's not say that, but like, I have been a little bit bummed out by some of the things in the past where I thought someone was, really on fire for the Lord, and then you find out that you put them on stage and they have a ton of attention, and all of a sudden things change. And so something that I super care about and really passionate about is having people on stage with me that I really trust. I trust that they're good role models on and off stage, and their decisions in the secret and in their actual personal life are just as inspiring as they would be on stage too. And so what ended up happening is I was just praying about who to bring, and I had all these people from my church sort of saying, there's this incredible drummer called Jalon. You should try him out. And I'm like, I've only ever seen him play jazz music, and I've only ever seen him more in that context. So I was like, I don't know if this guy's really a rock drummer kind of a thing. And so he comes and he comes to rehearsal, and I'm like, he's better at rock drumming than me. It's incredible. And like, he's kind of like this secret weapon just hanging out. I live in Kenosha, Wisconsin, like the middle of nowhere, and he lives here too, and he's incredible, and he's been like a servant in our church for years and years, just an awesome guy, leading and inspiring people around him. And then also Chris Marvin, who, long story short, when I came to America and I became best friends with Corey Cooper's sister called Rosie, and she was the one that was like, you should try out the Skillet. She kind of made it all happen. And she is married to Chris Marvin, and I lived with them both when I just kind of got born again, just got into Skillet. So I've just known him since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And he's like a worship leader. He's got his own band. He writes his own worship songs. He's just such an awesome, inspiring guy. And so when it came to, I need a guitar player, I kind of looked to him. He's like my big brother. I'm like, any chance you want to come?
Right.
So I feel like God's really blessed me with a team of like incredibly trustworthy people that I just feel so proud of them because their hearts for Jesus. Like, they'd be happy if God had them serving, whether it was in church or in a coffee shop, but they happen to be incredible musicians, and they're happy to be, serving there. But I love that they don't have that rock star complex where it's all about them and their music. They just love Jesus, and that was the main thing I was looking for in my bandmates.
Yeah, so look forward to seeing your set during Winter Jam. And I know for you, it's definitely going to be a huge shift of, not being behind the kit for a set, but being out in front of everybody. I know sometimes in worship when we've got guys that are, behind the guitar and you take the guitar away from them, they're like, what do I do with my hands? I don't know what to do with myself, you know what I mean? So is that something that you've kind of found, 15, 20 minutes, okay, I don't have any sticks in my hand, what am I going to do? What's happening here?
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny that you would say that actually because my solo project launched in April, and I came out on tour, so I was opening the night with Ledger, then for King and Country would play, and then I'd also go play drums for Skillet too. And so I've been singing like Hero and Awakening Live with Skillet and coming out front a bit, so I thought, okay, I've got a bit of experience, but man, that first night my knees were knocking, and all of a sudden I'm like, what do I do with my arms and legs? I've never felt more aware of my own limbs. It was like, I felt so vulnerable. And I think not only is it more vulnerable because I'm not behind the drums, it's also a whole new level of feeling exposed because these are songs from my heart, from my journey, these are like, this is my soul over the last 10 years. Like, this is all coming out in front of you guys. And I think it made me feel like a whole other level of, okay, this is really me, you know, and if you guys don't like this, it feels more like you don't like me, which isn't true, but, you know, like, when I'm behind the drums rocking with Skillet, I'm there to just do a job, which is rock those drums. It doesn't feel like, you know, quite as personal in a way. It just feels more freeing, like I can just play with all my heart up
Yes.
here. And so that was really challenging, actually. And not only that, you know, I'm used to playing with John Cooper, who's one of the best frontmen in the whole world. He's always got the crowd at ease. He's always making them laugh, finds, like, transitions super easy. And then all of a sudden, like, the song starts and I realize, oh, I'm the one that has to fill the gaps. I'm like, what the frick do I say?
Right. Definitely.
So it's a learning curve, and I'm trying to learn from him and trying to, like, just remember that it's actually my job to put the crowd at ease and make them feel comfortable, and sometimes you don't feel comfortable, so it's pretty hard to do.
Right. You are truly right about that. Now, you mentioned that that Skillet's releasing a new project in 2019, but you're also going to do a release of a full project. So are the songs from the EP added to it, or is an additional full project of music?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out from the label, because what's hard is, like, I'm super proud of the EP, but then there's, like, so many more songs that I'm like, well, if I don't include any of the EP songs, then I get to put more music out there. So I would really like to do that. I just don't know if the label will let me do that, because obviously not dead yet, and some of the songs have gotten some steam, so I don't want to, like, miss out by not including them.
Yeah.
But then there's a side of me that's just so excited by some of the songs I've been sitting with for a year. You know, I've got some music in my pocket that I'm like, I just wish that I could release it all right now. You know, and so I have no idea just yet, but we'll see what the label says.
Well, the sound is fantastic. We really love it, and we're playing bold here at Current FM, and looking forward to another new single maybe coming our way in the early part of the year. Are you going to release something else before or in the midst of Winter Jam at all?
I actually am. I'm super excited that you asked, because we just worked on a brand new song called Completely, and it's on its way out as we speak. It was such a rush at the end of the year. We were like, why aren't we releasing something? And I had a few songs that I'd written in the year that I was really hoping to be an option for Christian radio. And so when my label, the Fair Trade label, heard it, they were like, this is it, this is the song. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been sitting with this song for a year. I'm so excited that finally it's going to see the light of day now. So not only is it going to be coming out on radio, it's also going to be my first time debuting the song on Winter Jam. And I'm kind of nervous and kind of excited, because it is a bit of a shift in sound. But it's just a really fun, like, drummy, uplifting song. And I'm hoping people will love it as much as I do.
Well, we are a rock-heavy station here at Current FM, so keep them coming, Jen. Keep them coming.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad there's some rockers out here still.
Yes, definitely. Well, we will see you in a few weeks, and you take it easy. I know the tour is going to kick off at the end of the week. This is your first weekend coming up, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like struggling to sleep now.
Well, thank you for the conversation, Jen Ledger, and we will see you soon.
Thank you so much for having me, and have a great day. I appreciate it.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.
And for more details on Winter Jam, you can check out our website. Go to currentfm.com. Find out more info about being a Jam Nation member by going to jamtour.com. And also pay attention to us here at Current FM for opportunities to go for free and win a Winter Jam voucher for free access into the venue. Now back to the music.